Welcome to your personalized deep dive. This time, we're taking a close look at Jharsuguda, Odisha, and all the material you send over, notes, articles, even a podcast episode. It seems you're really digging into the potential of real estate investment there, and guess what? So are we.
What's caught my eye is the exciting shift happening in Jharsuguda. It's moving beyond its image as just an industrial town and evolving into a major urban hub. Your research points to a real estate market that's primed for serious growth.
Okay, so most people think factories when they hear Jharsuguda, but what you're saying is it's much more dynamic than that.
Precisely. Jharsuguda is strategically positioned for growth thanks to its excellent connectivity. Take the airport, for instance. As Odisha's second fully operational airport, it offers direct flights to major cities like Delhi, Kolkata, and even Hyderabad. Imagine the possibilities that opens up not just for business travel, but for attracting new residents and investors, too.
That's a great point. It's like suddenly Jharsuguda is on the map for a whole new group of people.
Yeah.
And it's not just air travel, right? You also highlighted the railway network in your notes.
Absolutely. Jharsuguda sits at a critical railway junction, connecting it directly to major business hubs like Mumbai, Kolkata, and Delhi. It's a logistical dream for industries and means professionals can easily travel for work or leisure. This kind of connectivity is a huge plus for real estate.
It's like all roads lead to Jharsuguda. And highways too, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned NH49 and NH69 in your research.
Those highways are key. They seamlessly link Jharsuguda to other major cities, making it easy for businesses to transport goods and for people to commute. Good infrastructure like that always boosts real estate demand. People want to live in places that are well-connected and convenient.
Makes perfect sense. So we've got airports, railways, and highways all working in Jharsuguda's favor. But you've also highlighted the strong industrial presence there as a major driving force.
Jharsuguda is already home to industrial giants like Vedanta Aluminium, NTPC Power Plant, and Jindal Steel, just to name a few. These companies not only provide significant employment, but also attract a highly skilled workforce, many of whom are high-income professionals.
And more high-earning professionals mean more demand for quality housing. That's a simple equation, right?
Exactly. And we're seeing a trend towards luxury and gated communities. These professionals are looking for a certain lifestyle, security, amenities, and a sense of community, and that's driving the real estate market in a very specific direction.
It sounds like Jharsuguda is hitting a sweet spot, great connectivity, thriving industries, and a growing demand for a more upscale lifestyle. But your research also pointed to some really exciting mega projects in the pipeline. What can you tell us about those?
This is where it gets really interesting. NLC India is developing a massive 3,200 milliW thermal power plant in Jharsuguda. We're talking about a 20,000 crore investment that's expected to create thousands of jobs, many of which will be high-paying, skilled positions.
Wow, a 20,000 crore investment. That's huge. I can see why you're excited. What other mega projects are on the horizon?
There's also been talk about new industrial corridors, which would further expand manufacturing and logistics in the region. These initiatives not only bring in more jobs, but also create a ripple effect throughout the economy, boosting demand for housing and driving further real estate development.
So to sum it up, Jharsuguda has excellent connectivity, established industries, and massive projects planned for the future. It's no wonder the real estate market is heating up. But let's dive deeper into this trend of gated communities. What's fueling that specific demand?
We're seeing a demographic shift in Jharsuguda. Professionals from bigger cities like Bhubaneswar and Cuttack, even from metro areas like Mumbai and Delhi, are relocating for work opportunities. They bring with them certain expectations for their living environment, security, modern amenities, and a sense of community. Gated communities are a natural fit for this lifestyle.
It's like Jharsuguda is attracting a whole new ways of residents who are accustomed to a certain standard of living, and gated communities are filling that gap.
That's a great way to put it. They offer that sense of exclusivity, security, and convenience that many professionals seek. It's not just about having a place to live, it's about lifestyle.
And with Jharsuguda's growth trajectory, these gated communities seem like a smart investment, both for residents and for those looking at the real estate market.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the investment side of things, let's take a closer look at what makes these gated communities so appealing. What specific features are driving their popularity, and what makes them stand out from traditional housing options?
What's fascinating is that gated communities aren't just about luxury. They're actually addressing a real need in Jharsuguda's housing market.
You're right. Before we took a closer look, most of the existing housing options in Jharsuguda didn't really offer the planning, security, or modern facilities that professionals moving from larger cities are looking for.
Exactly, and that's where projects like Airport Enclave, which you highlighted in your research, come in. They're aiming to bridge that gap and cater to this new wave of residents.
Airport Enclave seems like a perfect example. It's specifically designed with professionals and families in mind, offering that secure, comfortable, and convenient lifestyle they're seeking.
And they're really paying attention to the details: gated security, premium clubhouses, landscape gardens, and a location close to both the airport and major industries. It ticks all the boxes.
They really have thought of everything.
Mhm.
So for someone considering real estate investment in Jharsuguda, what are the big takeaways they should keep in mind?
I think it's the combination of factors we've discussed: that amazing connectivity, the already thriving industries, the huge projects coming up, and this rising demand for gated communities. It all points to Jharsuguda being a really smart place to invest right now.
It does sound like a perfect storm of opportunity. And when you say investment,
Mm.
we're not just talking about buying a property and hoping it goes up in value, right?
Right. There's also the potential for rental income with so many professionals moving to Jharsuguda and limited quality housing options. Rental yields, especially in well-planned gated communities, could be quite attractive.
So it's a win-win potential appreciation and a steady stream of rental income. Now, obviously, no investment is without risk. What would you say are some things investors need to be aware of when it comes to Jharsuguda?
Of course. Thorough due diligence is always crucial research. The developers understand the local market and look into things like infrastructure development and future growth projections. Don't just jump in blindly.
And that's where a deep dive like this is so helpful. It gives our listener a much more comprehensive view, right?
Absolutely. It helps you see both the exciting opportunities and potential challenges.
You know what really strikes me about all of this is the lifestyle shift that's happening in Jharsuguda. It's becoming much more than just an industrial center.
I agree. It's evolving into a vibrant urban hub, offering modern amenities, a growing professional community, and a real focus on quality of life. It's a city on the rise.
This brings up an interesting question for our listener. With all this growth and development happening so rapidly, what kind of lifestyle do you envision in a place like Jharsuguda?
That's a great question. Imagine having easy access to work, all the modern amenities you could ask for, a real sense of community, and the peace of mind that comes with living in a secure, well-planned environment.
That sounds pretty appealing.
Yeah.
And maybe someday soon we'll be doing a deep dive on your new life in Jharsuguda.
Now, that would be a fun episode. But seriously, I think Jharsuguda offers a unique opportunity for those seeking a blend of professional growth and a fulfilling lifestyle.
Well said. Today we've covered a lot, from the connectivity and industries that are already established to those mega projects on the horizon and the rise of these impressive gated communities. Jharsuguda is clearly a city on the move. It's been fascinating to learn about its transformation.
And for our listener, I think the key takeaway is that Jharsuguda is so much more than just another dot on the map. It has a compelling story, a promising future, and a real estate market that's definitely worth exploring further.
Absolutely.